when they came across you was believing that you were a man's woman. Your beauty is everlasting. And the mistake they made when they came across you was believing you were a man's woman. Honey, you are God's child. And if you choose to love her or me, it doesn't make me no never mind. It's as long as you are happy. They say the Rainbow Coalition ain't nothing but dogs, slaves, and sinners. They say that we bend over backwards and we eat the dog food off of the ground without knowing what's down in our soul and how we feel, or if our heart pounds or beats the same way as yours, or if our yield is the same yield. Because they said she's a sinner. She was a heartthrob in her heart. And just because she loved her didn't mean that she didn't love God. Their mistake was thinking that she was a foul. That she was the scum of the earth. That she sniffed mud and that she sucked in every ounce of fumigated soil that could possibly be mustered up under her. Your beauty is everlasting. And the mistake they made when they came across you was believing that you were a man's woman. You are no man's property, no man's possession. When God made this earth, he said you were to come out and be the helpmate, the helpmate. He didn't say you were to be owned. The mistake they made when they came across you was thinking that your heart was made of red and blue, and not Rainbow Coalition. Forgive me for speaking of two. I love her, she loves me, and maybe they may love you. But it is never about the intent. Intimacy is all God ever intended. Romance and love, not to be alone, but to know that the love came from above. Your beauty is resonating down in your soul, and you don't belong to no woman because you are worth all God's hope. The mistake they made when it came to us was thinking we were possession. So they wrapped nooses around our necks, shackled our hands and our feet, and made us bend over and eat the dog food that they decided to serve us. The mistake they made was thinking that we were ravishing animals. So when you look around, don't think that you are a slave. Just know that you are God's child. That says the mistake they made was wrapping the nooses around your neck and dragging you like the fowl of the earth. Without even talking to God, they felt more superior. Every day they look at us and they think they're more superior. Every day they talk to us, they think they're more superior. Injustice is all around. It just doesn't happen in the household of the Rainbow Coalition or the household of the thugs and the street hunters. It just doesn't happen in the house of the police. They think we ought to bend over backwards. I'm showing you a scenario. What you do to me, they do to you. So how could you blame God for the things that you know not to do? I'm showing you a scenario. They watched him bleed and die in the streets. Every morning he got up and tied his tie. Put on his pants. Put on his suit jacket. Put his shoes on, tie them up, and walk to work. Every afternoon he'd get off at about 3 p.m. Unloosen his tie, unbutton his top button, swing his jacket, and whistle all the way home. That was his daily routine. They assumed that he was no better than the street thug. They assumed that we were all black, ugly, and thugs. They assumed that we all deserved shackles and the handcuffs that they gave us. Because we did not lack melanin. Because we have a darker pigmentation. Because he was strong, 6'9", and was full of intimidation. They assumed he was not worthy of his call. I'm showing you a scenario. Every day she got up, cooked breakfast for her children, made sure that they had on their clothes. If it was winter, they had coats on, scarves, hats, and boots. If it was summer, they had on shorts and a t-shirt. Every day she got up and cooked breakfast for them. Sent them off to school. Watched them get happy while they're walking down the streets. When they came home, she cooked dinner for them. How was your day? She spoke very proper to them. What did you learn in school today? And then she would go out and work her 9 to 5 shift. Once they were put to bed, she'd work her 9 to 5 shift. Red light district was all she knew, but that's how she paid her bills. The street lights came on before she even got home, sometimes. The sun was up before she even got home, sometimes. That's all she knew. In order to feed her babies, a 9 to 5 was all she knew. She couldn't type. She couldn't read. But she wanted them to be better than she. So every morning she got up with the same routine. I'm showing you a scenario. Just go with me. They assume that we don't know anything because of the errands we run or the work we choose. They assume we don't know anything because we would rather our children have more than what we've ever had. They assume we don't know no better because we sit out on the corner from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. They assume we don't know better because some of us don't have a college education. So they throw many laws in there, and when they construe them, they're twisting them, they're turning them, only for their embetterment, so that we look like the dogs they want us to look like. So that we don't carry no torches for our family and take our name higher than what they want us to be. I've taken every scrap off the table, put it all together, and made one big bowl. It may not be conducive to them, but it's conducive to me. I'm not living beyond my means. I'm just merely struggling. So they made me look like I'm a DIFUS. I'm a DIFUS candidate. They made me look like I was homeless. Even though my arms are stretched wide asking for help, they made me look like I was worthless. Even though I put on my suit and tie and walked to my regular 9 to 5, they made me feel like I was worthless. And called me a dog before the media's eyes. So every time the media comes down the street, all they see is subsidized. And every time they come down our street, all they see is black faces and darkened eyes. So who you looking at? Who do you see? The only time you want to see me is when I can do for what you want me to be. So every time you talk to me is, where are you going today? Can I see your ID? And that's not how God intended it to be. I'm not equally separate, nor am I separate. I'm just equal. So all you got to do is respect me. All you got to do is respect me. Peace.